beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Jokic.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Well, we have two teams tonight, Steve, that love to take their time working it up court. When you played, which were the best teams at grinding it out in slower games?
You know, I think the Chicago Bulls, that triangle offense, I mean, they ran on fast break on their defense, but on the offensive end, they wanted to wear you down with that triangle offense. And the teams that had dominant post players, they would get it down to them, make you double team, the ball would move around. And that was pretty much Shaq teams and Hakeem Olajuwon teams, guys who had dominant centers.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3 side. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Siakam misses. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Count it.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Got that one up quick.
When Gasol feels the D playing off of him, he has no problem going right up with the shot. Great confidence from the big man.
Here's Denver now. Pass to Jokic. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Rejected by Gasol. Siakam outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yes, people have been surprised by Siakam's offense. What I'm surprised about is the efficiency. One of the league's best kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
First free throw is good. Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
He hits both from the stripe.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Lowry against Barton. Pass to Jokic. Millsap trying to get open. But they recover it. And it's Jokic missing. Jokic is gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Van Vliet with the bucket.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Millsap in the corner. No good with the triple.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Shoots over Van Vliet. Toronto grabs the miss. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
Love the commitment from Murray on defense, moving his arms all around to come up with these steals.
Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Passes it to Johnson. Now here's Gasol. Guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 6. Takes it from 10. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Throw good, Lowry. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
Now Barton, after the missed 3 from Marc Gasol. Barton passes to Millsap, and Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside Porter. And the pass to Barton. A 3 ball. Kept alive. And the Raptors with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
And Denver has possession, trailing here by 8. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
and you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
Now here's Barton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jokic rejected by Gasol. And that one's good. Barton. Raptors leading by 6. Pass to Siakam. Over Millsap. And that's an air ball. Not even close. The kick out to Porter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Murray. Outside Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. Barton against Lowry. Wide open look here for Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got 5 now.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Lots of room. Van Vliet with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. And he overshot that one, missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Barton, wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barton's got his second basket of the night.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Left side Gasol. Passes it to Van Vliet. Johnson dishes to Lowry. Back to Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
For Toronto, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And he makes the first. Well, it's been difficult for Stanley Johnson to live up to his draft spot of number 8 overall back in 2015.
You see the talent, Kevin. The fans are still waiting for Johnson to turn the corner with his offense. He's still working to pass the 40% mark from the field in his career.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And both free throws good for Johnson.
The 8th overall pick in 2015, Stanley Johnson was taken ahead of some great prospects, but holds tremendous potential himself.
And here's Vonleh. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Morris looking over the floor. Shoots from the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Good. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a two-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Harris outside. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed. Toronto
leading by 5. In the corner, Powell with it. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that? Or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there's some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game, but when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you did. You loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do. And Morris drops them both.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The Nuggets trail by 5. The pass to Grant. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lowry against Morris. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. The rebound by Grant. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 3. Morris finds Harris with some arc, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harris has got 7.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Lowry, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Pass to Anunoby. Ibaka outside. Raptors moving the ball around. From 7, count it, good. Here's Morris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. This is to Plumlee. Pass to Grant. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Lowry. He's got 5. Here's Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one.
When you have someone with Ibaka's size and coordination, it's a crime not to get him some looks inside.
Poked away. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Anunoby. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Hollis Jefferson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's a minute left in the first quarter. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Ibaka. Over Plumlee. The putback. Denver grabs the miss. Morris outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Raptors with the lead. Pass to Anunoby. To the paint. Over Vonleh. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Anunoby's got his second bucket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Powell against Harris. Lock at 6. Morris outside, lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Another shot, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Toronto ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Gary Harris is out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Vonleh. And it's Grant in at the 3. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." And Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Here's McCall. Gary Harris making his last shot. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Plumlee dishes to Grant. Harris outside. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Morris outside for 3. Harris. Powell pulls it in.
Still trying to find the range. He hit one in the first quarter, nothing since. That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Morris outside. Now here is Harris. He's covered closely. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. I mean, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Good on both. Raptors leading by 3. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And there's the pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. And here's Gasol outside. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Jokic finds Porter. That one goes. Count it.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Now here's Van Vliet. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Ibaka, and again it's Toronto converting.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harris outside. Back to Murray. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And here's Harris from the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Siakam passes to Ibaka. Raptors moving the ball around. Over Jokic. Ibaka, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 3. On the wing, Harris. They get it back.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Murray, the pass to Jokic, shoots it up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Murray. Gasol up top. Over Millsap. No good from Gasol. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That is his first foul of the game. Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. And the Raptors also making a change. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Barton. Last time out he had 13 points. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The rebound by Johnson.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Barton outside. Pass to Porter. Jokic with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Fires from the line. 2 points. That one goes. Jokic has got 6 points.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Now here's Gasol. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Here's Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Millsap, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Feeds to Johnson. Jokic with the steal. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Siakam. That shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Inside. And Barton throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to McCaw. Down low. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Porter. Passes to Murray. Here's Jokic. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
Toronto, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Now the pass to Jokic. Barton in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. McCaw kicks to Van Vliet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness great. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
The first free throw is good. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of 3-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more 3-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Barton against Johnson. Barton, no luck.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Barton. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Porter looking it over. Pass to Jokic. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. To the inside, Van Vliet. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And here are the Nuggets now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Can they get it? And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Nikola Jokic. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Outside Gasol. Passes it to Siakam. Back to Gasol. And here's Johnson outside. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Millsap. Grant comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Will Barton.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
Now, here's Grant at the elbow. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lowry kicks to Siakam. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. .127 left here in the second. Murray against Powell. Morris outside. Deep 2 from Murray. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Toronto leading by 6. To the middle, it's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Murray against Powell. That's tipped.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Fade away. Here's Anunoby. There's the pass to Powell. Misses the 3. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. To the paint. Here's Morris. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Lowry knows the contact is coming, really demonstrating his strength.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Denver making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
You know, he's a tough kid who comes from a tough town, Philadelphia. You just love Lowry's spirit and his fight.
Now, here's Jokic. 10 points for him. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Harris looking it over. Off target from three-point range.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
And so it's Toronto. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Raptors leading by 9. So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, all right, Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
Van Vliet gets to Gasol. Lowry passes to Gasol. Lets it go from 11. And again, no good by Toronto.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time. You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And Porter, no good on that one. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jokic has got 12 in the game.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
A fader. And again, Toronto no up.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Porter passes to Millsap. Gasol trying to free himself up. Here's Jokic. It's deflected. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Nuggets trail by 5. Now Murray. He has 7. Lets the 3 fly. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Lowry drives in. Here's Siakam. And again, no good by Toronto. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now here's Johnson. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Siakam, good.
This is a big part of Siakam's game. The ability to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Murray left side. Siakam pulls it in. Toronto leading by 7. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Porter. Johnson, the pass to Gasol. Back to Johnson. Corner shot. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Millsap has the open look. And another miss by Denver. Toronto shooting straight 49% from the field. Gasol kicks to Siakam. Murray against Lowry. From the wing. And that one hits back iron.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Martin with it, now guarded by Siakam. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Siakam. Inside. The fadeaway. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Siakam. And 11 points for Marc Gasol.
That's a high percentage look for Marc Gasol. He loves to face up and knock it down.
Millsap inside. Siakam's there. Millsap finds Jokic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Lonley's checked in for Paul Millsap. Free throw, good. Jokic. Raptors leading by 4. To the paint, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. And Siakam throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Murray, the pass to Vonleh. Denver passing it around. Lowry against Murray. Here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Denver.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Nuggets trail by 10, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty, around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the offseason. And 24/7, You look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Pass to Harris from deep. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Raptors leading by 10. McCaw, the pass to Lowry. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Denver calls timeout.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
A different look for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Will Barton, and Morris subbed in for Murray. And Toronto also making a switch. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. To end the run, with that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Morris. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract just over 2. He is due for a big raise.
Here's Morris after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Back to Morris. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And here is Morris. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Vonleh. Morris against Lowry. Morris passes to Jokic. Goes back up. And finally they hit one. Jokic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
To the inside, here's Siakam. Over Plumlee. The putback. It's good on the putback. Ibaka's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Morris finds Plumlee. Grant surveying the D, and Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Siakam passes to McCaw. Off the mark from 16 feet out. The Nuggets shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Harris. He kicks it to Morris. 6 to shoot. Jokic passes to Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got 6 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Lowry against Morris. Lowry passes to McCaw. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Denver. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now. Looking to hold on to that.
And I think for Denver, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And the Raptors with some changes. OG Anunoby's checked in for Siakam. And it's Powell in for McCaw. And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Gary Harris. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby. And the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
He's off on the first. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
So it's Toronto now. Denver able to drain the three. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's a look at some numbers for Jokic.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 11. The pass to Harris. Denver passing it around. Grant dishes to Harris. Pass to Jokic. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. He can't hit that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Powell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here's Grant. Pass to Plumlee. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell, the pass to Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Powell for 3. Shot clock reset for Toronto.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Harris after the Raptors pick up 2. And the wide open shot from Morris. Basket is good, the assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. The drive by Lowry. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
There's 1:47 left to play in the third. On the wing, Morris. Lowry covering. Here is Plumlee. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Powell. And it's sent back by Morris. And they'll keep possession. The Nuggets trail by 12. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. And he can't hit the second.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Anunoby, good.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Toronto grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And good that time.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
.34 seconds left in the third. Morris into the lane. Down low, Plumlee, and the rejection by Ibaka. Passes it to Anunoby. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now the pass to Millsap. Shoots a fader. And too long on the shot. And he lobs it up.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Jamal Murray is out there with Morris, and it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And here's Millsap from the arc. No good there. And Toronto will come the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Barton. Smitty with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3 ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Murray outside. And here's Millsap from the arc. But they get it back.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Raptors leading by 23. Van Vliet with it. Kicks it to Powell. Anunoby in the corner. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Gasol finds Powell. The Raptors rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Ball's knocked loose. It's Porter outside, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Ibaka against Millsap. And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. And again, no good by Toronto.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Porter, here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 9 points for Michael Porter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Great look, but off the mark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Barton, no luck. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Denver's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Millsap with it. Gasol covering. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. And stolen by Barton. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Now Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Porter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half. And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And Plumlee kicks to Murray. For the 3, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside. Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Norman Powell. The Nuggets trail by 18. Gasol against Plumlee. Right side, Porter. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Here's Millsap. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Shrugging off the contact. Millsap would not be denied.
Raptors leading by 16. And here is Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Johnson outside. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Barton against Johnson. Now here's Barton. Defense is right there. Good D by Johnson. Gasol kicks to Van Vliet. Trying to end the drought, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Nuggets trail by 18. Here's Murray. Pass to Barton. Here is Porter, while recovering with the fadeaway. And there's Porter on the assist by Barton. Barton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Toronto leading by 16. Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam left side. Johnson outside. No good on the 3.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Toronto called for the foul.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The drive by Lowry, and it's good for 2.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 17. The kick out to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Van Vliet. And again, Denver no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Free throw good. Porter.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And Toronto making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And Jokic drops them both. Raptors leading by 13. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Ibaka. Here's the 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Nuggets shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Now here's Murray. Covered by Van Vliet. On the wing, Porter. He kicks to Murray. Just 4 to shoot. It's deflected. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Ibaka right side. Over Jokic. The 18-footer is right on the mark. 13 points for Serge Ibaka.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
The Nuggets trail by 18. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. It's good.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Denver calls timeout. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win.
I love how Ibaka's developed this little pump fake. If you're the defense, you can't overreact against him.
The first one falls. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Ibaka hits both of them.
Oh, from the Republic of Congo, Serge Ibaka to Kembe Mutombo and Bismack Biyombo. A lot of big man talent.
Now, here's Jokic. Passes it to Millsap to halt the run. Another shot. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 21.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Siakam against Millsap. Siakam left side. And here's Johnson outside. It's good from long range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Outside, Porter. The pass to Millsap. Fades. A second chance effort. In deep. Jokic drops it in. He's got 23.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Here's Siakam, and he gets the bucket.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
Now here's Murray. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Porter, no luck. Outside Lowry. Tips it, and Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got 9 points in the quarter.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
To the middle, here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bates Diop's checked in. Torrey Craig comes in for Porter. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And Jokic drops them both. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one and dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Kyle Lowry.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Thomas. Denver able to drain the three. Pass to Hernandez. Over Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's McCall, covered by Morris. Pass to Thomas. Here's McCall. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, you did it at both ends of the floor tonight. How do you maintain that energy throughout the game?
I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm doing it right now, but, you know, it's a great win. Much needed. It's a great team. You know, I think one of the top teams in the West. Much needed win. Everybody contributed.
But you were the catalyst, Kyle. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.